Hello everybody and welcome to a brand new Zoo Tycoon scenario. This time it is a Dinosaur Digs scenario, although I believe that it might not actually come with the Dinosaur Digs expansion on its own. You might have to have the complete collection to have this scenario. But anyway, it is called Carnivore Zoo. And as the name of the scenario implies, we basically only concern ourselves with carnivores, which means both Zoo Tycoon and Dinosaur Digs animals, and only ones that eat meat, and carnivorous dinosaurs are generally big, moody, whiny, annoying. You get the picture. There is no time limit on this scenario. So that does mean that as soon as I complete the objectives, the scenario will just end, there's no waiting around, and also it means that if it's an absolute train wreck, like the last scenario, if you haven't watched it, please watch it, it was an absolute disaster. So yeah, basically I can take as long as I want and I don't have to wait around for a deadline, which is always nice. Anyway, unfortunately, I can't actually look at the objectives because of this notification, but it says the first shipment of animals is waiting in crates near the zoo gate. Place these animals in suitable exhibits and another animal shipment will arrive. So yeah, we can't adopt animals in this exhibit. We can't adopt animals in this scenario. Dinosaur Digs Carnivore Zoo Intermediate. You have been hired to run a new zoo in the inner city whose focus is exhibiting some of the most deadly carnivores ever to walk the earth, past and present. Sounds like a good idea. Construction has already begun on the basic structures for the initial animal exhibits. Now it's up to you to finish the job. Keep in mind the large dinosaurs, Spinosaurus, Allosaurus, T-Rex, can be picky and quick to anger. That's a bit of an understatement. You're better off trying to make their exhibit as suitable as possible before placing them. Yeah. Otherwise they will get angry and start to destroy the objects. If that happens, it can be tough to correct. This is a bit of an understatement. It can be very tough to correct because obviously the dinosaur gets angry, so it starts destroying trees in its exhibit, and then it gets even angrier because it doesn't like the rubble from the destroyed trees. Anyway, so we've got some animals and some dinosaurs. Like I say, there's no time limit. And the objectives actually look pretty straightforward. We just need a suitability rating of at least 85 for the initial shipment, suitability rating of 85 for the second shipment, and a suitability rating of 90 for Tyrannosaurus Rex, which presumably is going to be the last animal that we get. Since guest happiness, zoo rating, and animal happiness, interestingly, are not objectives, and we also have an absolutely we have an absolutely massive zoo. But rather than try and use these exhibits and make them as suitable as possible, I reckon it's probably just a better idea to just destroy all of this. Let's turn the grid on, actually. Yeah. Just destroy all of this, because that will make us more money. We don't want the burger stand. No. That will make us more money. How the hell did that survive? Okay. That will make us more money at the start, and dinosaurs are very expensive. Both in terms to adopt, fortunately we don't have to worry about that, but also to actually keep and maintain. Weirdly, for this one, we can actually build Marine Mania stuff, and I think that's just because this scenario is only available with like the complete collection rather than the Dinosaur Digs on its own. So you do have to have like Marine Mania and complete collection to have this scenario. Anyway, I will look in a second to see what we actually have in terms of what animals we have. So this is called Carnivore Zoo, so let's save the game as Carnivore Zoo. And also, yeah, why I was sort of not laughing as such, but thinking, to myself earlier, was reading the scenario description here. It's a brilliant idea to keep a T-Rex and an Allosaurus in a zoo where they can very easily escape and cause havoc in the inner city. That's a brilliant idea. Some of the most dangerous creatures ever to walk the earth. Yeah, nothing bad could ever come from that. Anyway, right, so straight away we'll start off with like 98,500. So we've got 2 black leopards, 2 Spinosaurus, 4 spotted hyena. Right. Now, the obvious thing to do is we've got some savannah terrain over here. Let's build up a hyena exhibit. And we only actually need 85 suitability, which is not a lot anyway. I don't know how big to make this because we need 4 hyena. If I do the Zoo Tycoon exhibits first, then I don't have to worry so much about... It's interesting that as soon as I put that one in, they become a bit unhappy. Okay, they want... hold on. They want the umbrella thorn tree, of course they do. I'm wondering if I can get away with just using, like, the thorn bush, which is obviously a lot cheaper. So all the animals right now are going to be creating a lot of noise and roaring and everything. Sand and dirt. Oops. I don't know who thought this was a good idea, but this zoo sounds like a really, really bad idea. I cannot stress that enough. I don't think the scenario is actually particularly difficult, but I might regret saying that later on, because the dinosaurs might prove to be a problem. Foliage, rocks, shelters, yeah. They want wood shelters? Yeah, that'll do. And foliage, rocks, yep. Oh, okay, they don't actually want many rocks. Foliage, yeah, they apparently want... Do they like this? They do. Because I only need 85 suitability. Oh wow, that's only 84 suitability. Huh. Is there anything I can do with the terrain? Okay, that's enough fresh water for them. Any more sand, maybe? Nope. No more sand. Any more savannah? Nope. Okay. That's only 84 suitability, so either I keep going... I'm gonna get rid of these, and then use the actual umbrella thorn trees, which is what they said they wanted originally. There you go, excellence in this a bit slow. Still only 89 suitability. .93 suitability. Yeah, we don't, you know, we don't need, like, super high suitability. I just want it to be quite a bit above the required 85, in case it dropped for any reason. Okay, let's change this up to 29. So obviously, guest happiness and zoo rating, etc. aren't an actual issue, but we still want to make, like, a profitable zoo. So we want guests to be, like, reasonably happy. Definitely want the compost building for this one. That's going to make us quite a bit. And also, I really have no idea like how long this scenario takes. Like, can it be done in an in-game year? Or are we talking like, you know, 2 in-game years? You know, is money going to be a massive issue? Animal theatre... Hold up. Carousel... I don't know why there's a load of snow over here. Oh, actually, I've been given some velociraptors. Maybe they were there. I don't think they were there before. But yeah, I think later on you get some polar bear. Or polar bears, like. Alright, not to worry. Black leopards, I can get. Black leopards, I should be able to get 99 or even 100 suitability, so. Although I will need the cat climbing tree. So, hold up. Right. Marine Mania, thankfully there's nothing there. Dinosaur digs we don't need right now. Don't need dinosaur houses or dinosaur foliage. Don't need those right now. Animal shelters, no. Animal enrichment I do need though. Yeah, unfortunately, the cat climbing tree is like one of the last things that you research in animal enrichment, so yeah, that's kind of a pain. Hold up. I want to do this as efficiently as possible, so yeah, something like this. Yeah, I think this scenario is going to be quite a bit easier than the last one. I'm not going to say that it's going to be easy, but there's no time limit and the objectives are pretty straightforward. As long as I can make a profit, because these dinosaurs are going to be very expensive. But I only actually need like 85 suitability. Alright, black leopards. They want foxtail palm, rainforest grass, and bit of dirt. And some fresh water, presumably. No, no fresh water, okay. Yeah, foxtail palm, rocks. Also, dinosaurs aren't actually that popular, but then again, I think Velociraptor, Spinosaurus, and Allosaurus are actually quite popular, but like, a lot of dinosaurs are less popular than just like, regular Zoo Tycoon animals. I don't know about hyenas, I don't know how popular they are, but I think black leopards are probably quite popular. Foxtail palm. Quite expensive. Wondering if I can get away with just using rainforest fern. Hang on. Yeah. I don't know if they don't like it as much, but it's not increasing the suitability that much. So I'm wondering if I might have made a big mistake here and probably should have just used the foxtail palm. I think the moral of the story is don't cheap out so much on foliage. Hang on. Because I want to make sure that every square is filled, so 91 suitability, let's put in some foxtail palms anyway. I want to try and get 99 suitability if possible. Because then I get the gold suitability plaque, which is $15,000 in award money. There you go. And I think basically the only thing stopping me from getting 100 suitability there is that they want the cat climbing tree. Okay. So I don't think they're going to be like unhappy if I don't put in the cat climbing tree. But they might be, I don't know. I've just realised that I still actually need a bit of path here. I'm going to need a gift shop. Which I can put here. Where's the gift shop? There it is. Oh. Hang on. Hide these trees. Move the Spinosaurus. And move that velociraptor. And then we can put the gift shop in there. Charge $10 for stuff at the gift shop. There you go. This zookeeper needs to be assigned to this one as well. Because otherwise these black leopards are going to get very hungry. I'm going to need a maintenance worker later on, and I could get a tour guide, but for now let's just leave it. Okay, so we've done the leopards and the hyena. Velociraptor makes the most sense to do next. Judging by this terrain, the Velociraptor was meant to go around here and the Spinosaurus was meant to go around here. The Allosaurus probably around here. I think that's Polar Bear. And then T-Rex just kind of wherever. Right, so let's put Velociraptor over here. Velociraptor is, of course, going to need dinosaur fencing. Can probably get away without using the electric fencing. I say that. I don't know how big this needs to be, which is an issue. Because that is 10, 11, 12. I can't imagine this is going to be big enough, but Velociraptors aren't very big anyway. I can always make it bigger. So 12 by 10. How many Velociraptors do we have? We only have 2 Velociraptors. I can't imagine this is going to be big enough, but let's just see if that is actually big enough. Alright, we're going to need a scientist. Let's put in the Velociraptors. Yeah, it's not big enough. Damn, okay. So, it's going to need to be bigger then. Right, let's make it bigger this way, because that's already 10 squares. Right, let's make it 16 by 10. Right, that's big enough. Okay. I didn't think they'd need like a very big exhibit. But, you know. We don't have their actual desired tree, so we just have to make do with this. We only actually need like 85 suitability anyway, so. You know, it's not absolutely urgent that we get like really high suitability. Okay. We need more Carnivorous. Probably also need like more fresh water and grass, maybe a bit of dirt. Nope. No, I don't like dirt. Okay, that's fine. I mean, we're already at 95 suitability. There you go, 100 suitability for the velociraptors. Fortunately, I don't think velociraptors can destroy trees, but I might be wrong on that. So this is black leopards. If by some miracle I manage to get a baby black leopard, that would be great because that's an extra 10,000. And we don't exactly have much money anymore. I mean, we've got 49,000, which normally would be fine, but Spinosaurus is going to be very expensive to build an exhibit for. Right. Just get some basic scenery up. Also some basic money-making buildings as well. Oh, crap. Basic money-making buildings as well. Let's get the... Let's just have a look. I mean, I can get, like, Japanese garden maybe here. That does fit. Just increases guest happiness a bit. Petting zoo. Yeah, why not? I'll get a tour guide. Obviously all this is technically unnecessary because my only goal right now is to actually create the Spinosaurus exhibit, but I just figure I'm going to need a profitable zoo, so I might as well do this. So people are going to the petting zoo, and people are using the Japanese garden, which is good. Right. What else? Elephant ride. Yeah, let's put that over here. Hopefully it'll make money. And we can also put in a animatronic theatre. Also put the Spinosaurus over here, seeing as that's roughly where I'm going to build the exhibit. Animatronic theatre. Actually, if we're going to Dinosaur Digs, yeah, let's put the Dinosaur Cinema down there. Charge $8, $8.50 for it, and then put in a bit more scenery. Okay. Now, I might actually have enough money as it is to put in the Spinosaurus. It's also entirely possible that after I do the initial objective, I'll get more animals, but I might actually get more money as well. I kind of hope that's the case, but I obviously can't guarantee that will happen. I hope that's big enough. These guys will definitely need electric fencing, unfortunately. So that is 10, that's 14 by 21, which I've got no idea off the top of my head what that is. 14 by 21 I think is 294, so whether or not it's big enough I don't know. Guess we'll find out. It should be. It seems pretty damn big. Then again, dinosaurs require very big exhibits. Yay, it is big enough. Alright. Now, I've got to do this very quick. Right. Because otherwise these guys are going to get very angry very quickly. Coniferous and dirt. They probably also want a bit more fresh water. Okay. Okay. Trees. Rockage. Fresh water. Okay. Don't destroy the trees, you pricks. Oh, shelter as well. Shit, where can I put it there, actually. Destroy that rock. Okay. Not enough grass. Maybe a bit more dirt, no. A bit more fresh water, maybe. Nope. No, it seemed fine. Still only 82 suitability. Yeah, guests will try and shock themselves. That's unfortunate. More animals have been donated and are found at the zoo entrance. Oh, and also I've just been given like $30,000. That's nice. Yeah, I've just been given $30,000 because I've done the initial objective. And yeah, these guys want a lot more foliage. just realised actually I want to make the scientist assign him to both of these exhibits. Alright. Spinosaurus 93 suitability, but I probably still want to put in more foliage. 95 suitability. Okay, I think that's probably fine. Okay, so we don't have much money left. So obviously the next exhibits that we want to build really will be the Zoo Tycoon exhibits, because we don't have enough to build another dinosaur exhibit. They are extortionately expensive for what they are. And as I suspected, we now have 2 Allosaurus, 2 polar bear, and 2 white Bengal tiger. So we can probably put the Allosaurus like over here. We can put the polar bear over here. That's actually probably the next thing to do, because that is probably almost done. Polar bear is reasonably straightforward with terrain. It's just snow and salt water. Unfortunately, I think they're both quite expensive, so build it over here and that will save a lot of money on costs. Gonna need another zookeeper. Yeah, I think the main thing with this scenario is just simply having enough money, because the objectives by themselves are straightforward. I can't assign him to an empty exhibit, it's understandable. Yeah, the objectives by themselves are straightforward, but you just want to make sure that you actually have enough money to do everything. And hopefully we might even be able to get 95 guest happiness. I don't think I actually really have to research anything in this scenario. I was wondering about the cat climbing tree, but they seem fine without it. I think all it does really is just increase the suitability, but it's already at 99. There's also like the rock cave, but I think again they're fine without it. It just increases the suitability a bit. So I can probably get away without using it. Okay, all these buildings are profitable, which is really nice. Guest happiness 91. So let us get some polar bears going. So for these guys we need 85 suitability again, which is obviously not very high. Oh! I said by some miracle if we get a baby black leopard, and it's literally just happened, so we get a one-time extra $10,000. That's going to help us a lot. And I've just realised that that now blocks the zoo entrance, or the exhibit entrance. Okay. Let's put it there. Let's put in a zoo map and zoo exhibit signs. Okay. He wants rocks and he wants shelter. Again, we could get more suitability if we use the snowy ice cave, but that would obviously require a lot of research. The icy keg I think does actually increase the suitability, and the polar bear likes to play with it, which is very cute to watch. I just saw it there. Oh, we've got a baby velociraptors. Sounds like people are using the elephant ride, which is good. Polar bears want a lot of rocks in their exhibit for some reason. Eventually the zookeeper will basically be like, no, there's too many rocks, but the polar bear's actually really happy and he's got 97 suitability. Don't have the time to play with so many toys, but just ignore that, like, it's fine. This time it's gone down to 89 for some reason. Don't quite know why. Anyway, that's the polar bears done. Animal happiness is only 93. Huh. Oh. Because the Allosauruses are really unhappy. So they're obviously bringing the average down. Because the animals that are actually in exhibits are happy. Wow, these hyenas bred quick. Okay. Fortunately they gave birth to a baby male and a baby female, so we can just get rid of this one and this one. And then we've still got 2 males and 2 females, and that's fine. The baby black leopard obviously will attract guests. Velociraptor. They gave birth to a baby male, female, and male. Is that... Oh, they now want more shelters, but... I was going to say, hopefully, the exhibit is still going to be big enough. I don't know why the guest happiness is decreasing so much. Is it because we're getting a load of new guests coming into the zoo, or... Because they're not... I don't know. I'm not too bothered because guest happiness isn't a concern, but I would quite like to get 95 guest happiness. If possible. But yeah, the animals that are actually in exhibits are happy. The animal happiness is 95 simply because the Allosaurus is stuck at 75 suitability because it's not actually in an exhibit. But like... Oh, and the white Bengal tigers are surprisingly happy. I mean, the velociraptors are happy, the hyenas are happy. Wait, did we breed... Wow, we just had another... Okay, so hyenas breed like crazy. Which is good, because I can make money from selling their... babies when they grow up. Alrighty. Right, we don't have any rainforest terrain that I can make use of for the white Bengal tiger. I mean, we do, but it's over here, and I kind of want to put that aside for the Allosaurus. And again, if I had a baby white Bengal tiger, then that would make me another $10,000. I was thinking about putting the white Bengal tiger here, but I don't think 7 by 10 is... 7 by 11, that's not really going to be big enough for 2 white Bengal tigers. So instead, I'm just going to put it over here. And that way I can make a 10 by 10 exhibit, which is definitely going to be big enough. And I just realised I'm going to have to reassign these zookeepers. So this zookeeper hasn't actually been assigned, so he wants polar bear and black leopard, and then I can have hyena and white Bengal tiger over here. He will have a bit of a distance to travel, unfortunately. Oh great, the Spinosaurus has decided to shock himself. Oh, guest happiness has randomly just jolted up to 94. I've no idea why it suddenly went down to like 88 then. Blame artificial intelligence or artificial stupidity, depending on how you look at it. Alright. I'm probably going to get the $10,000 emergency donation. Are there any more buildings I can build that definitely make money, like, or just increase guest happiness without doing research? Because we've already got, like, animatronic, gift shop, petting zoo, carousel, elephant ride, animal theatre, restaurant, Japanese garden, Dinosaur digs, cinema. We don't need another gift shop. There is the Stego pot, which does technically increase guest happiness, but it barely makes any money. Even though you can charge like $10 for it, I think only one guest can use it at a time, and the upkeep on it is quite expensive, so it barely makes a profit. It's not good. There is also there's also the arcade, but again, you can only charge like $2 for it. I don't know if only children can use it, but it doesn't seem to make any money. In fact, it generally makes a loss, so I think we're basically okay. In fact, if we just actually look at June, we're making about $4,000. Although I don't know if we made any money in recycling. Yeah, okay. Recycling benefits seems to have made a lot of money. But the thing is, you know, once the objectives end, then we're fine. Okay, White Bengal Tiger exhibit coming up. They're going to want rainforest. Velociraptor can't find any food. Well, the scientist needs to feed the velociraptors then. Ah! I just hit 95 suitability. 95. Fuck's sake. 95 guest happiness. Therefore, getting the $25,000 reward money, which is going to help me massively. It probably still won't be enough for the Allosaurus, but it helps nonetheless. Right, I think that... Okay, more fresh water. Should be fine for the terrain. Rocks, shelters, yep, all that usual stuff, and foliage. Whether I can get away with the rainforest fern or not, I don't know. Rocks. Oops. And we're going to want the other animal. The other White Bengal Tiger. Hopefully White Bengal Tigers are like Bengal Tigers and that they actually breed quite a lot. And then foliage. Mangrove trees are expensive compared to rainforest fern, so let's just go with rainforest fern. Yeah. Also, the advantage of like rainforest fern is that they're smaller, so I can actually see what I'm doing in the exhibit. Because with rainforest, or just generally like foresty exhibits, if you've got a load of trees, then it's very hard to actually see what's going on in the exhibit, to try and find the animals and like bits of poo or anything like that. Okay, that's 98 suitability. How's that? There you go, 100 suitability. Alright, 94 guest happiness, 96 animal happiness, but that's just because the Allosaurus is ruining my average. 85 zoo rating, but, you know, zoo rating is just because of, like, number of exhibits and stuff like that. Right. Zookeeper, get rid of that and assign him to the White Bengal Tigers and plop them over in the White Bengal Tiger exhibit. So that is White Bengal. I don't know if White Bengal Tiger exhibit is too long. Yeah, it is. Okay. White Tiger exhibit. Oh, I actually had a baby male and a baby female polar bear. That's really handy because that means that when they grow up I can sell the originals. Right, we've still got more hyena. 4 adults and 2 babies. They want another shelter, so let's give it to them. Okay. I mean, it's kind of irrelevant anyway because we're going to sell the babies when they grow up anyway, so... Unfortunately, when that baby grows up into an adult, it is going to have to be sold. One thing to bear in mind is that I can't adopt animals in this exhibit, in this scenario, so I always want at least 1 male and 1 female, just in case animals die of old age. So one thing I could do actually is just get like animal care. Is there anything I need to do in conservation? Probably not really. Because I don't really need animal houses and dinosaur houses, and foliage I can always just use substitutions. Because like here, even though the Spinosaurus would be a lot happier with a Norfolk Island pine tree, that requires research, and it's already at 95 suitability, so... It's the same with the velociraptor. He's actually at 100 suitability, even though I'm using medium coniferous rock, rather than, like the regular rock. Okay, wow. What's another shelter? Oh. Yeah, for some reason these shelters only give a capacity of 2. Like, yes, they're small, but... Come on. That's ridiculous. Right. Okay. I might just leave it, to be honest, because it's hit suitability 100 and happiness 100, so it's not, like, dead urgent. Right, I guess the only thing left to do now is build the Allosaurus exhibit, which we're going to build over here. 2 Allosaurus. Yeah, that's going to need a big exhibit. I forgot to say, the hyenas are giving birth again. Wow, these guys really do breed a hell of a lot. I can actually cheap out as well because I'm using the edge of the map. Okay, so that is... Well, actually, if I start building from like here... Hold up. That's 20 there. And then that is 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That might not be big enough then. I don't know. 2 adult Allosauruses will obviously require a big exhibit. That's 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Right. 20 by 15 is 300 grid squares. That should be big enough. If it isn't, then obviously I'll have to make it bigger, but... Okay, we've got an ill velociraptor, so... Mr. Scientist man needs to do his job. Okay, velociraptor... is no longer ill. We've got some hungry animals. Zookeeper. They do have some fish, so that's fine. And hungry Spinosaurus, he's got some meat that's almost empty. I'm gonna need another going to need another scientist, and I can probably... Yeah, I think 2 zookeepers is fine at the moment, and I'm going to need another scientist. How big is that, out of interest? That's 6 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Right. I think after the Allosaurus is done, we're probably just going to get, like, 1, maybe 2 T-Rex. And we need 90 suitability for him, and then we're done. But we're probably going to get more money once this Allosaurus is finished. Right, with the Allosaurus, he definitely wants a dinosaur cave. And he also wants fern bush, which thankfully is cheap. But he's probably going to want a lot of it. And also, I still don't actually know if this exhibit is going to be big enough. He's going to want rocks. He's also going to want a lot of rainforest and probably a lot of fresh water. Bit of dirt maybe, and then some grass. I'm building up the exhibit before I actually put the Allosaurus in, like the game recommended, in the description. Because if he comes into an exhibit and it's really, really not suitable, he's going to be really unhappy. That's probably too much grass. I'm just guessing with these sort of terrain modifications here, but something like that as a rough guide should be okay. And then just put in a bit more foliage. It's going to want a lot of foliage, but not loads, surprisingly. Because he is a rainforest animal, which obviously rainforests generally require a lot. This one's the female. Oh! Wow, okay. Immediately I've put him in and it's already like 95 suitability, so that's not a problem. And interestingly, I actually only had to put in one of the Allosauruses. So I suppose technically I could probably sell the other one, but I'm going to keep him anyway. Great job handling the animals so far. Now comes the real test. A delivery of 2 Tyrannosaurus Rex specimens is due any moment. Create suitable exhibits for these animals to complete your task. Yeah, so that's 95 suitability. And I think I got another $20,000. Just check. Yeah, we got another $20,000. Oh, that's T-Rex. That's Allosaurus. Oh, for fuck's sake, the exhibit's not big enough. Wow. Okay. So I made this 20 by 15, and that's not big enough. So how big do I have to make this? I mean, 20 by 20 would be big enough. I don't know if I can make it any smaller. Like 20 by 18, is that big enough? Nope, that's not big enough. Okay, it seems like 20 by 20 is the limit. This is costing me a lot of money that I don't really have. Oh my god, how is that not big enough? Wait, hold up. Hold up a second. How big actually is this exhibit now? That's 15. Okay. 25 by 15. Shit, I've realised what I've done now. Right. Okay. Yeah, I've kind of messed this up. Right. So, good thing the game is paused. So this is now, that's 15 by 20. Yeah, so what I actually should have done was make it 5 wider this way. 5. Okay. And then that actually is 20 by 20 now. Okay. So the suitability will drop, and I'm going to need a lot of like terrain changes and stuff. Like I said, I really probably should have just sold that other Allosaurus, because that exhibit was actually fine for one Allosaurus, but there's always the chance that like they'll die or something stupid will happen like that, you know. Okay, so right, rainforest. The thing is as soon as that Tyrannosaurus has an exhibit suitability of at least 90, the scenario ends. You know, I don't have to wait around for anything or anything like that. Not enough fresh water. Okay, please don't shock yourself. Right, so it's saying that that is 97 suitability. Which is quite surprising, really, because I feel like it probably wants more foliage, but 97 suitability is very, whoops, very high. Zoom up. The exhibit is looking very empty, to be honest. Surprised they don't want more dirt or anything. Yeah, the terrain seems fine for them. Surprising, really. Wow, guest happiness 96. That's really, really impressive. Because normally dinosaurs aren't actually that popular, but then I guess these particular dinosaurs probably are quite popular. Okay, that's 99 suitability, that's fine. Right. We only have one scientist at the moment, who's assigned to the velociraptor and the Spinosaurus. Probably actually want to sell off some velociraptors because it's probably getting a bit overcrowded. These hyenas are breeding like rabbits. They breed like crazy. We've got a male, a female, a male, a female, a male, and a baby male and a baby female. So let's sell off these two males. Keep the male, female, male, female. And then the two babies, when they grow up, then we'll have 3 males and 3 females, so we can sell off a male and a female. That'll be fine. Black Leopard, he's still a baby, so that's fine. Velociraptor, they have actually grown up, and the exhibit's not big enough, and there's not enough shelters. Right, well, male and female, and a male. Right, so let's actually just sell off male, female, and male. Have 1 male and 1 female, and then that's fine. Spinosaurus, we've got a male, a female, and a baby female. Polar bear, that's fine for now. And white Bengal tiger, that's fine. Okay. Guest happiness 97! Wow! Wow, that is really good. I guess all of these animals are probably quite popular. I didn't think that hyenas would be that popular, but maybe they are. Just out of interest, how much are we making in terms of like donations? Okay, hyenas not that popular. Black leopards... Yeah, velociraptors are very popular. Spinosaurus is pretty popular. Polar bear's quite popular. White... I'm surprised the white Bengal tiger's not more popular. And then the Allosaurus... Probably not been around long enough for guests to really care about it. Also, I did read something, and I don't know how this works exactly, but apparently guests can only see like sort of 10 squares deep, which means that basically the Allosauruses will have to be like quite near the edge of the exhibit for them to be seen. And also there aren't actually many guests around here anyway. Right, where do I want to put this T-Rex? Bearing in mind I don't have much money right now. Obviously all this is just grass, and we do have loads of map left. Save the game. It's also the end of the month basically, so I'm going to have to pay a lot of money in upkeep and stuff like that. I'm going to want a maintenance. I don't know whether to get a maintenance worker or not, because any fences that break, I can fix them myself, but it would probably be cheaper to just use maintenance workers. But they are going to be quite slow and inefficient. But the problem is that if any fences break in the dinosaur exhibits, then that's kind of like code red emergency. Because we will probably have an escaped dinosaur on the loose. We do actually have 2 T-Rex. Interestingly, they're both male? Why have we been given 2 male T-Rex? I thought... Like, logically you would just have a male and a female. Okay, that's... weird. Right. Now, I don't know exactly how big I need to make this. Hopefully 20 by 10 will be big enough for 1 T-Rex. I'm probably going to need the... T-Rexes are real proper bastards as well, to be honest. Okay, I'm probably going to need the emergency donation as well, because I can't imagine that I'm going to have enough money to do this without it. Even with just 1 T-Rex as well, never mind 2. The thing is once I get to 90 suitability, then we're fine. I don't envy... Oh wow, we must have got a white baby Bengal tiger, because we've just been given $10,000. Yeah, white Bengal tiger 2 was given birth, so that's an extra $10,000, that will help. I don't envy this scientist, because he's got to look after Allosaurus and T-Rex. But then again, I don't really envy this guy either, because he's got to look after Spinosaurus and Velociraptor. I keep wanting to call it Spinosaurus, but I'm pretty confident it is Spinosaurus. Okay, so it's a white Bengal tiger baby male. Right. How are we looking for the hyenas? They're not, like... No, they're fine. But I was going to say they're not overpopulated. Okay, that black leopard needs selling. Because it's grown up. So these guys would complain that there's too many animals in the exhibit. Black leopards are fairly solitary. They only want one or two animals, or one or two adults in an exhibit, otherwise they complain. This area here isn't being used, and I'm wondering what I can put here. That will either make guests happy or... I mean, I could put like the stego pot, but is there really any need? Like, it won't make any money. Large volcano. I think this is actually a massive rip-off, to be honest, for what it is. Like, A, it's massive, and B, I don't think guests actually like it that much compared to just like, you know, the turtle fountain, which is both smaller and cheaper. Let's put in 2 turtle fountains and a duck pond. I'm sure these ducks in this duck pond won't be at all scared by the Allosaurus and Tyrannosaurus Rex. I mean, to be quite honest, I'm pretty sure that these hyenas are probably, which in real life are probably quite terrifying animals, they're probably terrified of the T-Rex and the Allosaurus right next to them. Okay, so that's not good. We don't have any grass-based foliage for the T-Rex. Do we have... Okay, we can use broadleaf bush, which hopefully is okay. Please stop shocking yourself. You will only enrage yourself and make my life a lot harder. Okay. Let's start with rocks. I think the T-Rex wants a shelter, but I don't honestly remember. Let's say that it does, because I think it does. Have I... Okay, get rid of that rock. And put in one more small rock. I think I can probably get away with the broadleaf bush, because otherwise I'm a bit screwed. Unless I can research the monkey puzzle tree, but that would require a lot of effort on my part. So, from memory, T-Rex wants a bit of fresh water, a bit of grey stone. I don't think it wants snow. It might want a bit of coniferous, actually. Let's actually just put in the broadleaf bush. I mean, it's entirely possible that I'll build up this exhibit and then plop in the T-Rex, and it'll have 90 suitability, and then the scenario will be won. In which case, this is actually quite a short scenario. So, let's just actually save the game, plop in the T-Rex, and see what happens. .79 suitability. Too much grass, not enough greystone, not enough deciduous. Oh wow. Okay. Not coniferous then. It's deciduous. Oops. And more greystone. Maybe a bit more fresh water. Yep. So it's already at 88 suitability. How are you for rocks? And there you go. Congratulations, you have proven your skills by exhibiting some of the toughest animals on the planet. The future looks bright for both the zoo and your career as a zoo tycoon. Okay. Interestingly, it doesn't say, like, congratulations, you have won. Do you want to go to the main menu? Oh, there you go. Congratulations, you have won. Select yes to continue playing the game, yeah. Right. So, yeah, that's... I thought this scenario would be quite straightforward when I read the goals. And it's taken me, well, just over 10 in-game months, and I probably could have done it a bit quicker as well. Guest happiness 97, animal happiness 95, but that's basically because this guy is not very happy. Zoo rating 86. I'm guessing the zoo is probably profitable, but I can't really figure it out right now. And also, you know, things like recycling benefit and donations are sort of messing everything up. But one would have to assume the zoo is profitable. But honestly, I really don't know. Okay, it's interesting that... what on earth? Okay. So now that I've won the scenario, the game is letting me adopt male hyena, velociraptor, black leopard, and yeti, and female hyena, Spinosaurus, velociraptor, and yeti. I have no idea what that's about. Why can I adopt a female Spinosaurus, but not a male? And why can I adopt a male black leopard but not a female? I think it's to do with the fact that I sold, like, a male black leopard. It's bizarre. But obviously we're not going to carry on with this scenario. Because it is 1. I could increase the suitability on this even further by probably putting in more foliage and maybe adjusting the terrain even further, but I'm not going to. So yeah, this scenario is actually pretty straightforward. There's no time limit, so obviously you don't have to wait around for stuff to happen, like, you know, an escaped Tyrannosaurus Rex or Allosaurus destroying all his exhibit foliage. And the fact that you get money once you do the first batch of animals and then more money once you do the second batch, and you also make $10,000 if you get a baby white Bengal tiger, another $10,000 if you get a baby black leopard. I got both of those, and I also got $25,000 for 95 guest happiness, and another $15,000 for building 99 suitability exhibit. Yeah, it's not really a difficult scenario in that regard. Really, he should be like over here, but obviously the scenario's over anyway. So, right, just under 1 hour 15. So yeah, reasonably short scenario, nice, quick, easy one. The next scenario is Southeast Asian Zoo, which again is possibly only available if you have the complete collection, and again is quite a short little scenario with no time limit, so that should be easy. It's just Zoo Tycoon as well, like there's no dinosaurs, there's no Marine Mania. But anyway, that concludes Carnivore Zoo, which was a Dinosaur Digs scenario. I hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. Like, share, comment, subscribe, all the usual stuff. Have a nice day. Take care, folks, and goodbye.